Good morning, everyone. How are you doing on this rainy Ohio day?
It's yet another rainy day. What is this, like 11 days, 12 days in a row?
Yeah, we went from that drought, whatever you want to call it, dry period to now the wet period.
Yes.
Not complaining though, we needed it. We needed it very bad. Real quick, before we get into today's video, our thoughts and prayers go out to so many people impacted by the hurricane. North Carolina, Tennessee, Florida, Georgia. I'm sure I'm forgetting someone, but all the areas that were affected. Not going to probably be any mowing today. We do got some maintenance stuff. TQ's going to be taking a trip here in a little bit, but I got to get this box truck unloaded real fast this morning. So we're here at Waste Management, and I wouldn't normally come here because we only got the couches and a box spring, right?
Yes.
And a rail. So it's not really much for what they're probably going to charge me here, but it's the closest to the house, and I got to get TQ on the road to Schleybaugh, and then I got a bunch of stuff I got to do at the house on Zoom calls and stuff with that here first thing this morning. All right, brother. Thank you.
What was the damage?
144.
Wow.
Yeah. It is not cheap to get rid of your garbage. Anyways, it's convenient. It's closest to our place, probably 15 minutes away. So sometimes you got to pay for convenience.
Yep.
Which number, TQ? Which number? 2 it is. You waited too long. You want to hop out there real quick? I don't think my step will hit that far, but just get me as far back as I can.
Yeah, you're good. Got it. I was wondering if it was going to get close enough.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Why has it got to be raining right now?
I should send this bill to my nephew. Hey, don't jump in front of me this time, Keith.
I won't.
Oh, there you go.
I'm only hanging off the side here.
Because it's really muddy up in the dump. Look at that. I wish I could run my box truck through that. Imagine having that for after every snow event to blow the salt, wash the salt off your truck.
That'd be so cool.
It'd be bad to the bone. Keeps the mud off the truck. Really nice business idea here for this company, man. Keep the trucks clean, keep the neighborhood looking good, the roads clean as possible, and you get a free truck wash. Well, I'm sure it's not free. I'm sure they're paying for it in one way or another. That's sweet, though. The rain, it's still coming down a little bit, but it's not as bad. But our lawns are drenched. hard to say that after the dry period we just went through. We got to get our tarps out here. We got a bunch of these that we've used over the years. So we're going to figure out which one will fit on the dump truck because it's a little bit smaller than our dump trailer was. So this one might be too big. This one looks like it's probably going to be a little too long. Let me locate some other tarps here real quick. We'll be right back. I pulled all of our mesh tarps out that we have. I don't think any of them are going to work. We're going to measure it out here, though, before we go buy another one. But I think I got to go to Harbor Freight. That's where I typically pick up these. You can get them 20 bucks, I think they are, or cheaper. But we're going to get a quick measurement and figure out exactly what we need. This one's way too big. That's what was on the dump trailer. And that one, I think I might have used that one for one of the pickup trucks or something. We ordered what we needed to finish off around the back of the pipe there, which is this baby. So not cheap, but you can get it on Amazon, and we'll either have to cut it or it will stretch around our tube there. I've never done this, so we're gonna figure it out kind of together. So I know some of you mentioned that this pin was gonna bounce out. I know it's hard to see, guys, but it has a little ball on the side there, ball pin. It, as long as we keep that lubed up and it works properly, it's not gonna go anywhere. Let's get up here and see first if we're gonna have to modify it at all, which I'm assuming we probably will. So the goal is to have it on the tube. So whenever it closes, it pretty much just sets up flush against the back. Let's see if we can stretch it maybe. Oh yeah. Let me get up a little higher here. Might have been easier to come down. Good thing that rubber is warm. Whew. So now, we need that tube to go inside that hole. So we got to kind of figure out just how far we need it to go back in. All right, let's close it up real quick, see where we come out at. Hold those real quick, Ben. So right there is where we'll be. All right, guys, so I think we got it figured out. So what I did is I got the top forward as close as we could, so it's actually putting pressure into the back of the gate here. Well, then I went ahead and just bent this top lip up in here for now. And looking at it from the inside here, let me try not to break my neck. Looking at it from in here, I think we're gonna be pretty good. Like, you don't get a ton back towards this, but air will naturally want to escape where it can. But you actually don't want it to be too tight. You need air to be able to escape. That's why we use mesh tarps on the top and leave holes there. So I think we're gonna leave it here for now. I think it'll do what we need it to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that clamp on real quick, and then we'll kind of show you why we're doing it like this with the door and everything. So yeah, I'm gonna need another one, hon.
To connect them.
Yeah, probably should have got a, no, leave the chicken alone.
It alone.
Might have to just get a 10-inch.
Yeah, that would probably be better.
Yeah. So if you're gonna do this, guys, get a 10-inch. I went with the same exact size of the pipe. I'm just gonna pick up a 10-inch when I go to more than likely go get this tarp. We'll throw it on. It's not gonna go anywhere.
You could always use these for something.
You always need them. Great thing about building stuff like this is you learn on the go. So I know a bunch of you are saying to put a wheel out here to help this whenever we open it up. We could drop it down and hold it there. We don't think it's needed, honestly, guys. But if at some point we do think it's needed, we can always add that. Right now, though, we just don't think it's needed. So that kind of gives you the general idea. We want it to stay on the tube itself, so when we close it, we're ready to rock and roll again once we dump. Go ahead and bring it back in. That's pretty decent. Good, how are you?
I'm well, thanks.
Not just bills today, huh?
Not just bills today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You too. That one's definitely a bill. That one's a bill as well. That is not a bill.
That's probably your first form stuff.
Let's see. Let's see. This is my first form stuff. Did you give me any goodies, TQ?
Oh, that is actually our free 4-pack. There's something else in there.
Oh yeah? Some meat sticks. Nice. Anything else in here?
Nope.
I'll tell you what, man. This Josh Ward, I think it is his name. Ward. That guy works hard. He sends out every one of these packages. Every one have his name on it. Just kidding, guys. First form. Did you get the cheese one?
It's a 3
Sharp cheddar.
sampler one.
All right, we got to test this right now.
Is that the one you've been looking for?
Yeah, this sharp cheddar one's the one I've been waiting for. So, have you been waiting to try it too?
No.
First form, sharp cheddar. 20 grams of protein, guys, right here, right now. You know how you do it. Let's check the undercarriage. Just kidding, Dave. Don't sue me. I don't know if I can get sued for that. Anyways, I'm not gonna eat the whole thing, but I definitely want to try it. I've been wanting to try this one for a while, so.
Paula wants to try it.
It smells good. Oh yeah. Bro, it's like if you guys hunt and you got deer and you get deer sticks made with cheese on them, pretty darn close. I know it's not venison, but it's giving me that vibe. All right, so what we need to do now is get a measurement with our roof bows so we kind of have an idea of how big of a tarp we need. I know how big the bed of the truck is itself, but we don't know the width overall with the roof bow. We are missing our back roof bow because we are having that custom tarp made. As soon as he gets that measurement, he's gonna call me and I'm gonna go pick it back up. But our custom tarp might not be done for 2 months potentially. So the season will probably be over before it's done, but we'll have it for future seasons. And anyways, we need to get something modified up right now. Our goal is to bungee strap it all the way down here to the side for now. And then the top and the back area, we'll have to figure that one out on our own. So let's get it figured out. Yeah, there's a bunch right there. All right, hey, be careful.
Can you go over to your...
All right, guys, we got a rough number. It's kind of hard to keep it on that roof bow. I'm gonna run to the store. TQ's got to go get Sean. He's got an eye doctor's appointment today. So yeah, just kind of trying to be productive here. We still got a bunch of stuff to do, but I'm gonna run and get that and we'll be right back.
All right.
So I was just listening to the radio, guys, and I saw briefly this morning before we left that the longshoremen did end up going on strike. If you don't know, they're all the folks that take all the containers off the ships, load them on the semis, and then distribute them throughout the United States. Very vital to the United States, very vital, because we import almost everything. I mean, almost everything. So now they're on strike. So those goods aren't coming in. So there isn't going to be an immediate impact, they're saying, but three days to a week, you're going to start to see it. A couple weeks out, you're really going to start to see it. And if it goes months and months, everybody is going to see it very, very quickly. So if you don't know, look into it. This is not political whatsoever. I have my own political beliefs. That is what it is. You do your research and you vote for what's best for you. With that being said, I support them. And something else that they are pushing for in their strike, I 1000% support. So if you guys remember, about 6 weeks ago, I did that video on the autonomous roofing machine that they've built that can literally replace roofers. And I told you guys, I said, look, they're coming for all of our jobs. The autonomous stuff, man, is dangerous. I think it's really good for certain aspects, but the average worker that it's going to replace that is a laborer, it's going to be extremely detrimental to their livelihood. You know, these guys and gals just can't go hop into another field and start working, if you know what I'm saying. So that roofing autonomous machine is just one. So now let's get to the part where I said I support 1000% what they're asking for in their strike on this little piece. Yes, they want to raise. That's the one part. The other part is they want autonomous to be outlawed in their industry because they know for a fact, okay, they'll give us what we want now. They'll give us our raise and that's that. But then they'll immediately go back and look for ways that they can replace them. And autonomous is that. So they're putting it into their strike that they cannot be replaced by autonomous equipment, because if it's not already built, I'm sure they're in the process of doing it, and it's for all industries, guys. There has to be some form of regulation on this stuff, because if not, we're all going to become useless. Every single one of us, from mowing, roofing, drywalling, I mean, unloading shipping containers. They are going to replace everybody. And they sit here and they say, well, it's because people don't want to do the jobs. No, I understand that in some industries. Maybe it's hard to find people that, want to pick oranges, for example. So yeah, machines make a better option there. There's a lot more people on the planet. They can pick way quicker and they don't get tired. I understand that. I understand autonomous is good for certain aspects and certain jobs. But the average working man and woman, we can't just sit here and replace everybody, because that's what we're going to do. I mean, you see it in McDonald's already. You see it in Walmart already. The cashiers are gone. You can't even talk to anybody when you go into McDonald's anymore, and they wonder why their company's hurting. You used to go in and, hi, welcome to McDonald's. You know, when I worked at Subway, hi, welcome to Subway. What can I get for you? It was the customer service aspect of it. That's what people like. People like being able to talk to one another and have that conversation and, hey, I would like this. I would like that. Thank you so much. You're providing a service, and customer service is a huge part of that. So I don't want it to seem like I'm completely against it, because I'm not. But in certain aspects, it needs to be completely removed and to just say, hey, we can't do this to the world, okay? We need people out here to be able to work. And unfortunately, when people have too much time on their hands, they tend to do bad things. They overeat. They drink too much. They start getting into mischief. Trust me, I know this from personal experience. I've been down this avenue with friends, family members, myself personally. You all know when you got too much time and you're not being productive, it can turn into a very bad thing very quickly. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. I thought it was crazy. I literally heard that. I knew they were on strike, but I didn't know about the autonomous thing, that they were putting that into their strike, that they wanted that outlawed altogether so that they couldn't just replace them now that they're demanding more money. So y'all keep it up, man, and buckle up, guys. It's gonna be one heck of a ride here. They don't have as many as I remember them having. They only have 4 sizes right now in the mesh. So this is the big one I got, the 12 foot by 20 foot. I got my bungee straps already. I think I'm gonna have to go with the 10 by 12, even though I don't think it's gonna work. All right, so I struck out on the hose clamp. I need a 10-inch hose clamp, and they did not have anything even close to that in Harbor Freight. They had some like kits with a bunch of different small sizes. I was trying to look up real fast somewhere nearby, and it says like Walmart carries them, AutoZone carries them. I thought I was going to be able to use that smaller tarp to finish off the back of this, because the one I bought I knew was going to be too short. I needed about 14 foot, and the one that I got was 12. So anyways, we got a package from Boss Snowplow while we were working on this, so I went ahead and opened it up, and there's one for me and one for TQ. So let's go ahead and check it out. Big thank you to Boss Snowplow. We really appreciate it. It was a nice Carhartt vest and beanie. So yeah, keep us nice and warm this coming up winter. Appreciate that.